Yeah, it is for the culture. Gotta keep it straight like Gibraltar or the crease upon jeans. With Travolta, we was dancing like machines. Or JB, cape up on his shoulders, or the Mike Prince pulled up out the holster. Same tree, it represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive and well, surprising like magic. The altar with his classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply put some spinners on it and begin to peel. So many layers to my people, but we tend to feel as though the media presents us like we sent. And it's tragic, we the fabric of any field. We make a static from a static when we interfere. To be the leader means you never see the vision clear. Too busy blazing for the followers to get the steal. I'm a smoke for all creators who ain't get the deal. The culture first, if you foreign to it, it's the real. If you ain't from it, you can love it. Just remember, bring a budget for the people who discover what you covered. We got a lot of...
We are back with Yay Not Gaming to take on the 2K TV Challenge. It's Yay's current player and one legend player versus the NBA 2K25 cover athletes, Jason Tatum and the...
Up next, the Jazz taking on the Clippers. For the Utah Jazz, it's been a tough road for this team so far. But tonight, they'll have the energy of the crowd on their side, and they'll look to ride it to victory. Clippers, Jazz, the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And now the Los Angeles starters. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Then it's Cam Thomas, then it's Ball, and it's DJ in at the point. And for Utah, George and Sexton in the backcourt. Then it's Chris Middleton, then it's Walker Kessler, and it's Knox in at the 4. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out. And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's George. Pass to Sexton from downtown. It's rebounded by Zubac. Now Los Angeles with it, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Stolen. 4-3. Clippers keep it alive. Ball no good. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And that one's good. Middleton.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3. DJ's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with the Jazz head coach. I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for Utah.
Good on both. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's DJ. On target from range. 9 points in the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
George outside. To the paint. And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by George.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Here's DJ. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Picked his pocket. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Takes a three. The rebound by the Jazz. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So Utah ends up going with a new group, and the Clippers will go for a different look here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Miller's checked in for Ball. And it's Powell in for Thomas.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Launches a three. Pass to DJ. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. DJ's got 17 points.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Here's Collier. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Puts it up from 12. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
There's 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. DJ, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And he slams it in one-handed.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Jazz trail by 9. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. We get it again. Markkanen against Miller. Pass to Collier. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. The shot comes out. Here's DJ. It'll count. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Los Angeles up by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Getting ready for Utah. Reed's checked in for Kessler. Knox comes in for Jones. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Collier in for George. Shot is good by DJ.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, we've got Drew Eubanks. Derek Jones is out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's DJ in at the point guard position. The three, Sexton. The Clippers grab the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. DJ in the last game against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He finished with 51 points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Pure from three-point range. DJ's got 9 points now in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Knox. Jones grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 15. 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. DJ. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Sexton finds Reed. Here's Collier. Outside Sexton. The three is up. That shot is off.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Outside Reed. To end the run. That's good from Collier on the assist by Reed. Collier's got 5 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Los Angeles, feeling confident.
32, the Clippers, 50.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
George and Sexton in the backcourt. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Knox in at the 4-man spot. That's the group for Utah right now. And that was good.
Yeah, what a pass right there by George. That's the kind of play that really helps improve team chemistry.
There's the 3. DJ, no good. Jazz trail by 16. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to George. And here's Kessler. Back to George for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. DJ, no good. A different look here for Utah. Jones comes in for Knox. And Sensabaugh subbed in for Sexton. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Sensabaugh, no good. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's DJ. That 3's off the mark.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor.
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
It may be a player's lead.
Substitution on the court.
.23 seconds left in the third quarter. Connex from downtown. DJ's got 35.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Here's DJ. Fires from deep. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, it's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Then it's Cam Thomas, then it's Norman Powell, and it's DJ in at the 1. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this. Like a matador. Ole! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Ball comes in for Powell, and stolen by Leonard. On the break. The three is up. Rebounded by Knox. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. The officials were right on top of that.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Now here's George. He's closely guarded. And there's Kessler on the assist by George. George has got his 6th assist of the night.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Inside. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
This one for 3. Shot is good by DJ. DJ's got 12 points here in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Ball against Middleton. George outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Kessler. It's George on the wing. The Jazz again can't hit.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's DJ. And he banks in the layup. DJ's got 46.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Sensabaugh. Thomas defends. Sensabaugh, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
DJ passes to Zubac. A minute 37 left in the fourth. Knocks it down from distance.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
DJ, no good. Now here's Middleton.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DJ.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And it's good. He hits another one.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Every game taking him closer to the next benchmark, second most in a season. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Miller. Here's Sensabaugh, down to 5 on the shot clock.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's DJ. To the middle. Here's Eubanks. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Collier, no good. Here's DJ from deep three-point land. Can't connect. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.